So welcome to DTA 4. There's been a long gap and I'm extremely sorry for that. So do not tell anyone. This is going to be the last episode of that, and we have covered series of them. And the last episode is going to be about the official communication, the communication between the officers. So when we talk about DTA 4, that is official communication, we are mainly concentrating upon the information that passes on from one officer to another officer, or information received by an officer in his official capacity from any source whatsoever. Now, there is a law under Indian Evidence Act which clearly tells that no officers can be compelled to reveal those informations. So it becomes a part of privileged communication. Now, where lies the base for this? The basis for this would be, or it is been presumed that the office, if the society people are given a right to force anyone to reveal information, the officers to reveal information, it may amount to violation of public interest. It may compromise the national integrity. So the basis is the principle of public policy. So based on that, they said that no one can be compelled. Now the problem lies in the scope of this provision. The scope is that the officer can refuse for what reason whatsoever, and the standard responses that generally the public receive is it's against the interest of public it's against public interest and it's against the public policy to give this information. That's the standard response that the general public is going to receive if this law is enforced strictly. The problem lies that this secrecy is allowed when the state is called as a witness to an incident. Okay, that's fine. It's a witness and he says that I can't reveal these things. But when the state is a party in a litigation, there again, they can refuse to give information stating that it's against the public interest. So they hold all the information within themselves and then they won't allow you to present your case if efficiently and effectively. So that is where the problem lies. So now, why this came into existence? It's because the foreign rulers were there and they needed some secrecies and to run their the nation effectively and their ruling effectively. They brought this provision. But does it have a place in the democratic setup? So, when to answer this, let me invoke Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. Article 19 talks about one of the important freedom is freedom of speech and expression. And that freedom is meaningless without right to know. So right to know is the foundation on which this freedom is established. So therefore, this official communication secrecy provision is directly contrary to this provision. Anyway, there can be some reasonable restrictions, but there cannot be any blanket permission. Now, another problem which I want to reveal to you is that it's the opinion of the public officer, not the court, that it's a important information and against the public interest. So his opinion becomes the final, and it can't be checked out. And another very important development in the year 2005, we have Right to Information Act, under which every citizen has a right to know what is happening in the department. So this again proves that Indian government, the democracy, respect right to information, right to know. So therefore, this provision goes contrary to that. So what I suggest is there should be more and more restrictions on this right rather than blanket permission to give this information. So with this, I come to the end